Ladies and gentlemen, dear President, I would like to thank you for inviting me to attend the General Assembly of the Conseil des Notariats de l'Union Européenne. Unfortunately, due to a very busy period for our Directorate General, I cannot attend in person, but I wanted to share with you a short video message. We in DG Justice and Consumers have been extremely busy with the current crisis linked to Russia's aggression on Ukraine. But we are not working on this alone, as I know that notaries and the CNUE have also been working on this. And I would like to warmly thank you all for your early efforts to help the Ukrainian people caught up in the war. I would like to thank you for your input to the work of the Frees and Seas Task Force, for your commitment to assisting your Ukrainian colleagues, for your contribution to the work of the European Judicial Network in civil and commercial matters. Legal practitioners greatly appreciate having access to the legal information on Ukraine on the e-Justice portal. And I thank you for your work to create a traveling or parental responsibility form for children who need to leave Ukraine without both or one of their parents. Despite the crisis, our normal work program has not stopped, and we continue working on a number of important initiatives. I cannot mention them all, as I would take the time of the whole conference, but I wanted to mention two that I think are most relevant for the notaries: vulnerable adults and digital company law. Europe's population is aging, which makes our initiative to protect vulnerable adults in cross-border situations very relevant. We have an international instrument, the 2000 Hague Convention, but 17 EU member states have not yet ratified it. The Commission has been pushing for all EU countries to ratify the Convention for 10 years now. Without harmonization, vulnerable adults will face difficulties in cross-border situations. A legal representative has to jump through many hoops to help someone suffering dementia who has a house or account in another member state, for example. Proof must exist of the representative status, and the more complex a person's assets are, the more complex and expensive these situations are in money and time. The EU facilitates citizens' lives for nearly all cross-border matters, except protecting vulnerable adults. And to change this, we must understand the problem. The Commission has carried out a legal study on cross-border cases in the EU to see how they can be best improved. We have also completed a public consultation, and I want to thank the CNUE for your excellent cooperation and contributions to this. We are now preparing an impact assessment study, and in 2023 we plan to table a Commission proposal in line with the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Notaries have a role to play in several situations where vulnerable adults need protecting, for example, selling property or settling a succession. In fact, notaries are the first port of call for safeguarding vulnerable people's rights. In member states which have laws on powers of representation, notaries often play an even more important role. They protect the right of everyone to autonomy and self-determination. They make it possible for all of us to plan for our care and representation in the event of incapacity. The Commission will consider all these issues when preparing the new initiative. The Hague Convention is an excellent instrument, and we plan to build on it. Our aim is to simplify cross-border cooperation based on mutual trust and to ensure continued protection in the EU. With this in mind, we are now assessing a European Certificate of Representation, an interconnection of the registers of protection measures, detailed information on the law of all member states available on the e-Justice portal, multilingual cooperation forms, and recognition of authentic instruments. Further, we are also adapting our legal framework to the challenges of digitalization. The war in Ukraine has brought into focus the need to complete the single market for digitalization and services and to remove remaining barriers and administrative burdens. One priority relating to company law is to have a coherent legal framework that creates legal certainty and enhances legal foreseeability for companies, while contributing to the fight against abuse. That is why the Commission is working on upgrading digital company law. Our initiative aims to enhance cross-border transparency of company information and access to it. It also aims to facilitate its use in cross-border administrative and judicial procedures. It is particularly important for notaries and other legal professionals as they are users of such company data. More transparency and easier access to company data will ensure legal certainty and will make business operations safer. I thank you for your contributions to the consultation on this initiative and for your precious support for all our work. I wish you a very fruitful and instructive meeting. Thank you.